Imagine a lake so large that it can be seen from space. Now imagine that same lake slowly disappearing before our eyes. Over the past several decades, the Great Salt Lake has dramatically shrunk, exposing miles of dry lake bed and raising concerns about the future of one of North America's most unique ecosystems. But why is this happening, and why should people across the country care? Located in northern Utah, the Great Salt Lake is the largest saltwater lake in the Western Hemisphere. It has shaped the region's landscape, wildlife, economy, and culture for thousands of years. But despite its name, this remarkable lake behaves very differently from most lakes around the world. The Great Salt Lake is known as a terminal lake, meaning water flows into it but never flows out through a river. Instead, water leaves only through evaporation. The Bear River watershed continually delivers fresh water and dissolved minerals into the basin. As water evaporates, those minerals remain behind, making the lake several times saltier than the ocean. Although its salty waters may seem inhospitable, the Great Salt Lake supports an extraordinary ecosystem. Billions of brine shrimp and brine flies provide food for nearly 10 million migratory birds each year. Many different species rely on this lake as one of the most important resting and feeding areas along the Pacific Flyway. Like any water body, the Great Salt Lake depends on a delicate balance between water entering and water leaving the system. Mountain snowpack acts as a natural reservoir, supplying rivers that flow into the lake each spring. Water leaves almost entirely through evaporation. For thousands of years, this balance has allowed the lake to remain relatively stable. Over recent decades, that balance has begun to shift. Persistent drought, rising temperatures, and reduced mountain snowpack have decreased the amount of water flowing into the lake, while hotter conditions increase evaporation. At the same time, growing cities, agriculture, and industry divert large amounts of river water before it ever reaches the lake. Together, these natural and human influences have dramatically reduced the lake's water supply. As lake levels fall, more of the lake bed becomes exposed. Strong winds lift fine sediments into the air, creating dust storms that can affect nearby communities. Scientists are concerned because these sediments may contain naturally occurring arsenic and other contaminants that pose potential risks to air quality and public health. The Great Salt Lake is also a vital resource to the surrounding community. It supports mineral extraction, recreation, tourism, and even contributes to Utah's famous lake effect snowfall, which benefits nearby ski resorts. As the lake continues to shrink, these industries face increasing uncertainty, reminding us that healthy ecosystems and healthy economies often depend on one another. Despite these challenges, scientists believe recovery is still possible. Recent wet winters have shown that increased snowpack and river flows can temporarily raise lake levels. Long-term recovery, however, will likely require improved water conservation, more efficient irrigation, and thoughtful management of the rivers that feed the lake. The story of the Great Salt Lake is about far more than a shrinking body of water. It is a powerful reminder that climate, hydrology, ecosystems, and human decisions are deeply interconnected.